Welcome. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Exclusive.
You're listening to Independent TV 7. As it is the headline for today, it's about Biafra and an activist blast Simon Ekpa for threatening Kanu's lawyer, Ejiofor. Now that's the headline. It says an activist blast Simon Ekpa for threatening Kanu's lawyer, Ejiofor. Now, Mika Ojokoro, a human rights advocate, has condemned alleged threats and the defamatory comments made by Simon Ekpa against Ifeanyi Ejiofor, a legal counsel to the IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. Yeah, the leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now it says a legal counsel to IPOB leader. You understand? Mika Ojokoro, a human rights advocate, has condemned alleged threats and the defamatory comments made by Simon Ekpa against Ifeanyi Ejiofor, a legal counsel to IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as offensive and unacceptable. Wow. Well, Ojokoro accused the Ekpa of dishing out tissues of lies on social media about Ejiofor and the IPOB leader, though through his blog for the purpose of maligning Kanu and his legal team. In a statement made available to Vanguard, according to him, Ekpa was quoted on YouTube as saying, "We have sacked DOS. Ejiofor and the legal team have compromised. Ejiofor and DOC or DOS or thereabout are both employed by the Nigerian government. We don't take orders from anyone in the DSS dungeon," he said, referring to Kanu and mocking Kanu's order to end the shit in. Wow. Now, Biafra House is inaugurated in the United States. Sosai Buhari congratulates Bishop Onwa, president-elect of the CNN. Well, notwithstanding, while praising Ejiofor for being a brilliant and courageous lawyer who has risked his own life to defend Kanu and thousands of Igbo young men and women, the activist stated that a few defamation suits would soon be filed in the court against Ekpa and his co-traducers. Wow. Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor and his team of lawyers have been defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and thousands of others identified as Biafrans in case that most lawyers in Nigeria would not want to touch for fear of being targeted, yes, by Nigerian government forces, according to the statement. I'll read it again. Sir Ifeanyi Ejiofor and his team of lawyers have been defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and thousands of others identified as Biafrans in cases that most lawyers in Nigeria would not want to touch for fear of being targeted by Nigerian government forces, according to the statement. Wow. Now, I can carry pick some words now. What it is? It says, according to the statement, it says Nigerian government forces. So there are forces in the government kingdom, in the government yard. Nigerian government, that is what it is. Forces. I thought it's only in the church, or it's only in the mosque, or it's only in the. I can't really puzzle. Wow, this is so mad. Well, to continue, it says there is a video evidence and court judgment that show Ejiofor and many of his clients, who have been identified as indigenous Biafrans, have been victims of police brutality on numerous occasions. Now, many had believed that the most recent leader evasion of Ejiofor's home at night, shortly before Kanu was kidnapped, was intended to scare away other lawyers from defending Kanu if Ejiofor is out of the way. I don't really understand. Ejiofor out of which way? Now, if Ejiofor is out of the way to do what? Because Ejiofor started this case since last year, or if I'm not mistaken, maybe July or thereabout. The Kanu is over a year in the custody of the DSS, and if you find Ejiofor is a senior legal, counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, and also we have Mike Ezekome, and we have Aloy Ejimako and others. Ima Powerful, we have this guy himself, this man from Philippine EkpÀ or thereabouts, was once in the disciples. But notwithstanding, if there is a video evidence and court judgment that shows Ejiofor and many of His clients, who have been identified as indigenous Biafrans, have been victims of police brutality on numerous occasions. Many believe that the most recent leader evasion of Ejiofor's home at night, shortly before Kanu was kidnapped, was intended to scare away other lawyers from defending Kanu if Ejiofor is out of the way. Well, with all of this, I find the actions of some gullible Igbo who are applauding the threat against Ejiofor to be very offensive and unacceptable. Now, as some Igbo people, this erratic and capricious, with no emotional intelligence to decipher a series of contradictory lies and deceptions told to them by EkpÀ. EkpÀ must have okay. Well, Otokoro also stated that EkpÀ has been plotting to depose Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and seize control of IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra. According to him, he has been launching vitriolic attacks on Kanu in order to achieve his goal and this singular goal. But he lamented that only the gullible would see the deception and lies and the information he has been disseminating. Simon EkpÀ has been laying the groundwork to attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and he's already doing so in such a constructive, reversed psychologic through a number of his YouTube broadcasts, where he said that Kanu would end up like Ralph Wazurike and that he is a better anointed David than Kanu, whom he labeled as Saul. Well, he also boasted that he had accomplished something that Kanu had never accomplished and that Kanu needed him more than he needed him. Wow, what? Well, he called out EkpÀ, insulted the Catholic Bishop of Enugu Diocese, Reverend Dr. Enuja, who had tried to call EkpÀ to order through his spokesperson over the senseless and the criminal enforcement of the sit-at-home which Kanu had ordered from the DSS detention to stop. Instead of listening to the bishop's wife counsel, he boasted that he would not take orders from anyone in DSS custody and that his own version of IPOB called autopilot was the original. Oh my God. Well, if someone wants to analyze this one, oh boy, with all this baby grammar, you go break calm in Urubu. Make care the figure and where, or the person if you speak Igbo go speak and the TV go carry speak. Now this according to he said, instead of listening to the bishop's advice and counsel, he said he boasted that he would not take orders from anyone in DSS custody and that his own version of IPOB called autopilot was the original. Now this is EkpÀ, Ekpà biography or thereabout. There are so many things I would like us to know about. All this rugbudinho and all this chaos going on the IPOB. Definitely disciples are disciples and disciples are not the same. Well, I wish for to continue, but in the next article I believe we're going to enjoy more. Well, thank you for listening and God bless you.